in 9th place.
So over the line, we've barely seen him, but he's about to win in GP2 for the first time. Sergei Sirotkin wins at Silverstone. Rapak's losing streak is over, and he takes first. Rossi is second. Third will be Van Dorn. That was fantastic. Here's your winner.
You are unbeatable. We love you. Congratulations. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. It was amazing car to drive. It was amazing car to drive. And this means so much for me. It means really a lot for me. Thank you, guys. I really love you. We are the best team ever. Thank you, guys. Thank you. It means a lot.
Well, I think he enjoyed that. He hadn't even been to Silverstone before this week. Taken pole position, didn't get rattled when he got past at the start, fought back brilliantly at the safety car restart, and he has taken his first win in GP2. Drama all the way through that race, and Alexander Rossi in second.
Okay, P2, I think it's our best race of the year by far, by far. Great job, Alex, great job. Really good race. Best tire management we've ever done. It was great.
Oh, it was absolutely perfect, mate. Well done to you.
Agreed, that was definitely his best race so far. And that was the first time he's really managed to prove a point to Van Dorn. He was behind him for the first half, did a great move and then scampered away into the distance from him. So Van Dorn still on the podium. It's not exactly a bad race for him.
He has finished the lowest he has for a very long time, Van Dorn, but solid points for the championship. Here's your winner, though. The former Sauber test driver was let go by the team. He has responded in brilliant fashion. Great form since Monaco when he stepped on the podium. He repeated it in Austria, and now, today, he's on the top step at Silverstone. Magnificently cool and managed the gap really well. That was a really, really strong race.
He managed the entire race fantastically. A hug for Jordan King. He doesn't look too upset, does he? That still managing a laugh at the end. But yeah, Sirotkin, he lost the lead at the start to Stanaway, who flew off the line. But then the moment where he took the lead back was really instinctive, really clever. Put the pressure on. He knew was well up to speed with the rules, and put in a brave move when he needed it. And then he just had the pace. He just controlled the race and won by nearly 6 seconds with fastest lap as well. So it's a big points haul for him.
If Stanaway didn't know the rule before, he definitely does now. So we have, after that breathless 29-lap race, let's run you through your order. A first ever win for Sergei Sirotkin. Rossi beating Van Dorn for only the second time this season, the championship leader in third. Gasly, a really strong race for him, up in 4th place. Then Lin was 5th. Peak is 6th, but I suspect that will result in some sort of penalty after nudging round Jordan King. Marcello is 7th. 8th is Yellerly. He will start on reverse grid pole. Really strong points on debut for Oliver Rowland. And then Harrianto started lower down than he wanted to in 10th. He takes the final point. Leal is in 11th. De Jong in 12th position. Then it's Viso-Yu, Chicotto, Canamassas, Lancaster, Binder, Nato, Stockinger, Negrau, Markelov, Jordan King, who is classified in the running. He did 29 laps and just couldn't complete the final corner. The retirements were Matsushita and Baton, who had the accident on the opening lap.
I can't help but feel the man that's going to be starting on reverse grid pole tomorrow is going to be Oliver Rowland, because I think Pick could well pick up a penalty for that last corner kerfuffle, and that'd be well deserved actually for Rowland. It's his first weekend home race, and he's driven well. There was he didn't get a good start, a few little things you might expect a rookie to not be quite aware of. At the start, he lost a bit of ground in the pit stop, but overall he's had great pace, and it fully deserved to start from the front row.
So we'll see how that plays out in the steward's office. You see there Rowland scoring the 2 points. That could well get upgraded. I think Jordan King and Arthur Peak will be having a few words after this race.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate thing because King was going so much slower than Pick could. It's just a difference in tyre grip at the end of the race. Pick on fresh mediums, King on very worn hards, and it's just the slightest of touches. But when you've got no grip at the rear, it doesn't take a lot to spin you around. And yeah, Pick's not a rookie. He knows his way around GP2 quite well now, and it was a little bit of a silly one at the end.
So it may ruin his race as well as Jordan King's. As we look at the winning car, Rapax. And we're about to see the drivers on the podium for the first time in this GP2 weekend. Here comes Van Doorn, not used to being on anything other than the top step in a feature race. He'll have to settle for third today, but still great points in the championship. Alex Rossi getting a huge cheer. A great move on his championship rival earlier on. And a fantastic win for Sergei Sirotkin. In his honor, we're about to hear the Russian national anthem. The Russian national anthem played for Sergei Sirotkin since Monaco. He has found a really nice balance in that car, and he's been on form. There's his reward. Absolutely loving it and fully deserved.
The trophy is presented by Mr. Robert Jones, Chief Executive of the Motorsports Association.
Here's Alex Rossi's reward for some really bold overtaking earlier in this race.
And to the third place driver, Stoffel Van Doorn, the trophy is presented by Mr. Danish.
Van Doorn thought he was getting the trophy straight away. He wasn't. He's got his hands on it now, lifts it aloft on the podium at every single feature race so far. So time for the photo to commemorate an absolutely thrilling GP2 race. And afterwards, I really think they've earned their glug of champagne. Three. Being given their Gaymore with us in commentary yesterday. We're about to see him on the podium asking the questions.
Hello, Silverstone. Surrounded by the best fans in the world and three of the best up-and-coming young drivers in the world. And I'm so glad I came on after the champagne. I'm going to start with our race victor here. He'd never been here to Silverstone before this weekend. He put it on pole. And that's your first GP2 race win, Sergei. You must be absolutely over the moon.
Yeah, I am. I've never been here, as I said, so I didn't really know what to expect before the weekend. Yeah, the last races, actually, where we get up with the pace, we came back to where we were in the winter. So we knew that we have a good car, that the team, everyone did an amazing job. We were all working very hard for that. But to be fair, we didn't expect that. We were expecting something, you know, to be around the quickest, but not the quickest one. And I mean, just today in the race, the car was just amazing. I need to thank those guys. They're just amazing. And yeah, the car was just brilliant. The car was brilliant. Nothing to say.
Well, you've hardly worked. Was it as easy as it looked?
It's never easy, you know. Yeah, the start probably was not the best. But after that, we were lucky to get the safety car, which I used straight away to, you know, to get my position back. And after that, I was just controlling the race, managing the tires, managing the pace, and after that, it was not really a problem.
Okay, well done, Sergei Sorokin. I'm going to step behind. Second place driver, American Alexander Rossi. Alexander, it's great to see you up here. He's almost my next door neighbour, can you believe that? Talk us through that move here on Richie Stanaway after the safety car. These two managed to nip through. You didn't quite manage to follow them through, but on the prime tyre, you certainly put pay to that passing Stoffel and Richie, and then going after the race victor, Sergei.
Yeah, I was looking after the tyres quite a lot in the beginning of the race because it's something we've struggled with so far this year. So I was being very cautious and letting the guys in front of me fight a bit. But then I knew that we had to unlock some pace because the guys that started on options were starting to come back on me. So I knew that I had to push to get by Stoffel and Richie, and we were able to do that and then open up a bit of a gap. The team did a great job with the pit stop. And then we just kept pushing on the option, but at that point, Sergei was too far in front. There was no catching him. So it was just about consolidating second, and we did that, and it's great to be back here.
How early did you make that decision on the option tyre? Did you think you could go after Sergei, or did you have in the back of your mind that you had to look after that tyre because maybe Stoffel would be coming towards the end of the race?
I really wanted to go for it, but the voice in the back of my head was my engineer saying not to. So he kept me in check a bit, which was a good thing in the end, and we brought home the car in second, so it was a great result for the team.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Alex. And then over to our third place driver, Stoffel van Dorn. So, Stoffel, you're getting rather used to this, aren't you? 9 races, I think it is, only been off the podium once. So, 8th time on a GP2 podium and nearing the halfway stage, certainly looking very good in the championship.
Yeah, I think it's been a very good start of the season for us. I mean, P3 today is not our best result this season, but I think in a championship like this, it's still a very good result. And in the feature race, it's our worst feature race actually this season. I think I can put it a bit down to myself as well. I didn't have a great start and put me in the wrong position, and yeah, then I was stuck behind Sergei and Richie really. So yeah, afterwards I think it was still a good recovery today to finish third. The pace looked quite okay. It was not that easy to overtake, but yeah, I mean in the end it's a good result, and we'll try to do a bit better tomorrow.
At one stage when you passed Richie and followed Sergei through the end of the safety car period, it looked as though you could challenge for the race lead, but it was actually Alexander that came on strong on the end of that prime tyre run.
Yeah, well, I was stuck a little bit behind Richie. We had quite a good pace in the beginning, but then dropped off a little bit. And yeah, I felt we had to open up the gap a little bit to the option starter. So yeah, unfortunately, I left the door a little bit open for Alex. He got through, and then he managed to get past Richie as well. I finally managed that as well, and then yeah, we were actually quite close to the pit stops already, so there wasn't much more to do.
Brilliant, well done, Stoffel. Another trophy, yet more champagne for you. Just one more question for our race winner, Sergei Sirotkin. These two, first and second in the championship. You're on the crest of a wave now, 3 trophies in a row. Can you go on towards the end of the season and challenge these two in the championship?
You never know what's going on, but I mean, we're there, we're close, we have a good car, we have a good speed. Almost everywhere actually last weekends. So I mean, why not? That's why we're here. We have nothing to lose, and we're going to push as much as we can, and we're just trying to make our best, you know. And we'll see how it goes. We have nothing to lose.
Let's hope so. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, these boys will do battle again tomorrow morning. So make sure you're here for the race.
Thanks to Tom Gaymore there asking the questions, and to the top 3 for such a superlative race. Really magnificent stuff. I hope you will join us again, as Tom mentioned, tomorrow for the slightly shorter sprint race. It'd be great to have your company then when GP2 returns.